Okay, so it's been about 24 hours, and we have our pizza dough. A little confession to make. I intended to leave this overnight at room temperature, but I started to see a lot more activity than I wanted to see. But it's not too bad. So I did cool it down a bit in the refrigerator, but I took it out this morning, so it's been resting for a few hours now. And so I'm just going to kind of loosen this up here. Put a bit of flour here. And we're going to probably just let gravity take this out by itself. Just leave it there like that. While that's coming out, I'll get other things prepared. So we're just going to use some oven paper. This oven paper I usually get at Costco. I'm going to put that right there on this pan. And I'm just going to try to center it here. Make the bends in where the circles are. Keep it in place. Okay. So, and then we've already preheated our oven as hot as it goes. Let's go over here and take a look at the oven, what we got here. So this goes to about 280 degrees centigrade, which is in the mid 550s, around 550 or something like that, I guess. I got on a convection setting, so the air is flowing around. If you have a gas oven, just basically whatever setting you have that's not putting direct heat onto the pizza is best. Okay, so I'm just going to be using this rack here. I'm not going to be using my baking steel, so those aren't going to have any effect whatsoever. Of course, they retain heat, but of course the oven's just going to maintain whatever heat it has, and that's the temperature it's going to be. So let's get started. I think maybe my dough has dropped out a bit. Let's see. It's on its way. Let's see. Maybe we can help that out a little bit. Thing is, we want to be gentle with this. We don't want to reball or reshape it because we want it to be nice and tender and soft. There we go. Okay. Okay, so just gonna move it around in this bed of flour a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna go to full size. What we want it to be. Okay. So it's really soft pizza dough. So this isn't really fighting me at all. So, which is good. That's roughly the right size, almost. Pop a few bubbles there. Place that right in here. And onto the paper. Okay. Looks like I could get it a little bit bigger. A little bit more slight stretching. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and sauce and top this with some cheese and pepperoni. The recipe for this sauce that I used is also on my channel. You can find that somewhere. Did a few years ago, I believe. Okay. Yep, just using the regular old mozzarella cheese we got from Costco, so I'm not doing anything especially fancy. This is just lunch, not a pizza party. So I often try to invest in some interesting cheeses when I have a party, but okay. How are we doing that? That looks pretty good. A little bit more. the pepperoni. I love the smell of pepperoni. 2 pieces, or kind of a little half piece stuck there. Okay. Okay, and I'll get Parmigiano Reggiano. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to start the cooking in this pan at first, and then we're gonna take it out of this pan as soon as the edges start to kind of solidify. And actually, we're gonna do something interesting. I forgot to explain. We're gonna spray the edges here. It's gonna give, with just some water. This is gonna give you a nice crispiness to your crust. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that in. Top rack, and there she goes. Okay, so it's been cooking for just about 2.5 minutes. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna move the whole thing to here, and let's see. I'm not sure if it's sticking here. Let's take a look. It's not sticking. Nope, it's not sticking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and remove. We're going to remove that paper. We're going to gently just put it right there. Finish off its baking. Okay, so it's been cooking now for 6 minutes, and it's almost done, I'd say. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can see the bottom is still not as toasty as I'd like, but we could probably leave that in there just a little bit longer. But it is getting a crispiness, and so it looks pretty good. So we're gonna leave it there for just a bit more. And so one of the problems with cooking pizza in a pan is not getting a charring on the bottom of your pizza, or a browning at least. That's why we prefer to cook pizzas right on a baking steel or a baking stone, or the floor of a wood-fired oven does the trick too. But not everyone has all those tools, so we're making do as if we didn't have those options. But I think we've done pretty good here. This pizza looks quite good. So we're going to just take this out right onto our cutting board. Okay, so just bring your cutting board straight here. Preferably you have a wood one, so it's not going to catch. It's not going to melt. So this pizza looks pretty good. So let's take a look at this. So the edges are very crispy. So you can hear that crackle there. Oh yeah, the bottom got some browning. It looks like it got some. So it's not too bad. So this is how I would recommend you make a pizza in a conventional oven when you only have pizza pans around or something. You can still do it in a pizza pan, but maybe a few minutes into the cooking process, transfer it out of your pan and onto the rack itself, so it can finish cooking on the bottom. So yeah, you can see there is some browning. It's not too bad there. You got some speckles there. So. And you can see that looks actually pretty good. And so we're going to go ahead and eat this for lunch now. So anyway, that's it. This is a pretty good pizza, I think. Give it a try at home. Remember to spray the water to protect the moisture, and use a lot of water in your recipe, like we did in part 1 of this video. And remember to transfer partway through your cooking, and you should come out with something similar to this. And that's it for this video. I hope your pizza treats you well.